Alright, you guys, we've got a channeled song here out the gate, Summer Girl by Haim, if I'm saying that correctly, H-A-I-M, all caps. That's what's just wrapping up here in the background. I've been having some start-stop issues with this reading, so let's get into it. Okay, I was like, I don't know where to start with this reading because I have a lot of cards out already. I was just starting a personal reading this morning and then it just like exploded, and I was like, I'm just gonna try to read this in general. And I asked for help, and this song started out with like the devil in me, and we have this devil card here. This is not the devil, fuck. This devil card here. I'm like, Page of Wands, fuck this guy now. We're really in that period. We're at the peak of retrograde today. Like the last peak of retrograde is today. The last one was on the 9th, and today is 15th, second one. Everything is being tested. All of this like self-sabotaging behavior, like everything you've been working through, every cycle you've been working on closing out, you're being tested right now. And like you're doing fine. You're doing fine, but that's what's coming up right now is all of that inner work that you've been working on. It's coming to the surface in the form of triggers from old things that have happened for you before. So this is kind of like helping you. It's not because you fucked up or you failed all your tests, you know, because I think it like this causes insecurity for you when you see these tests, and they're a reminder, they're a benchmark that you're making progress, that you're on your way. You've already done the things, right? You're doing it every day. So don't be fearful when you see these are just like benchmarks, right? Like, okay, cool, like I still need to deal with that, or I still get angry about that, or I need to emotionally work through something more, whatever the case may be. Or like if it's a bad behavior you're trying, not bad behavior, there's no such thing as bad behavior, but like if you're trying to like kick something that's toxic in your life and you're kind of like struggling, push and pull at that, give yourself a breather. Like take time to breathe out for sure. You're currently empowering yourself. Like you're working through this process where it's like your emancipation. It's kind of like you've been writing the book of your emancipation this whole time. This whole journey has been you freeing yourself, liberating yourself, and you might not have always even seen it that way, but this whole time, that's endgame. Like that's what balance will be, and that's what balance will bring into your life, is that freedom. And like this temperance, this empowerment, like these things coming together for you are because you deserve them and because you've protected. Because this whole time you've been protected. Like look at the miracles happening in your life right now. Like look around at them and appreciate them for what they are, because they're real. They're 100% real. And you brought them into existence and were a part of that co-creation. Because they're things you dreamed about, they're things you desired, they're things that you actively worked on aligning yourself with. These are gifts, these are not a trick, okay? When something feels like it's like a trap, it's because it's like you're stuck thinking. That's your hanged man energy telling you that you don't deserve happiness, that you're not worthy of good things in your life. And you deserve everything, you deserve the entire world, okay? There's a very deep energy of healing around us right now, and in the collective energy right now. The Schumann energy resonance I saw this morning is dark for like 3 days. Like, and I think they were saying that the systems like that read the Schumann like energy resonance system or whatever can't actually pick anything up right now. It's like a full like blackout kind of thing, which is wild. But it's like, to me, I feel like this is a last void. Like we're just like zipping through a void right now, taking this time to just clear out all of it, like eviscerate anything that doesn't serve you, so you have room to heal, so that so like the wounds from all these swords in your back and all these things, they can heal and they can come back together because there's nothing in the way. You're just releasing the energy. And there's a beautiful, like, the overarching, like, we know that the collective I tend to read for is this like divine feminine and masculine like energies within ourselves and within counterpart reads as well, right? And so that overarching theme right now is really beautiful. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles here. and the rabbit and the bear. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups as well. And then we have this, like, we also have the Page of Wands as well from the beginning of the reading here. And the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a lot of, like, there's a higher representation of masculine energy for them right now because there's a lot going on that end, but there's also a lot of healing going on between these two energies. And I think it's also because, like, after a certain point, when both ends of this get enough information, they can at least make slightly more informed baby steps or decisions or whatever that as they become more aware of the next step forward, as we kind of get the next tile in front of us given, right? Because they're stepping into alignment with who they are, who you are, the alignment is already bringing you together because alignment is that. So as that's happening though, and as that healing is coming about, I don't think y'all realize, like, how quickly things are moving. Like how much work you've you've all done. Like, take a moment and, like, celebrate that and, like, reflect on that. Reflect on, like, how beautiful you are and everything you've done. Like, this is such a profound moment of healing. And sorry, there's the beginning of my thought. When you know enough, when both parties have gotten enough downloads, enough information, enough fucking signs, and they make those steps in that aligned action, that brings, oh my god, hold on. So, like, as you're doing those things, you can't go back to knowing less than you do now, and neither can they. So, like, and it's still moving forward quickly, like, there's all this crazy shit going on, right? But, like, they can never know less, so it can never be what it was. It can never go back to that. And that also means that that on both sides there can be this intentional healing because there's recognition of the connection or of the energy that goes between you two, so you can take advantage of that by sending that healing and that love and that care, and just support each other through things energetically, because sometimes it's really hard to, you can't always be there, right? And now you're healing, and now that's bringing in this celebration, this Four of Wands energy, this, like, fiery, passionate, exciting, well-deserved rest after a long, hard work period. It's that. And after so much dedication to yourself and to your purpose, like, it's beautiful. Like, you deserve all of the good gifts and beautiful things that are on their way to you right now. And that includes your creativity. That includes taking time to be creative and, like, be gentle with yourself and your creativity and, like, yeah. You're allowed to connect to nature and to connect to this energy around you that you feel. You're allowed to, like, you don't need, I saw the video this morning of someone being like, yeah, so I heard you're, like, waiting for permission to use your divine gifts. And I'm like, yeah. No one's gonna come by and be like, hey, you need to do the thing that's in your head that you fucking beat yourself up over, or that you, like, war with yourself over the validity of the thing. I'm giving you permission, but you don't need it. Do the thing. Be creative. Make it fucking weird as you can. Like, give them hell. We have this Ace of Pentacles. Like, we have this beautiful, new, solid foundation coming in, and, like, abundant foundations coming in for you guys that are in alignment with your purpose because you've been doing the goddamn work. Like, you're here. You're here. Like, you've already crossed the finish line. Now we're in your new life. Like, you've already shifted, yo. Like, you've already shifted. So chill. Stop worrying about it. Like, with that anxiety, move the shit through your body. Like, move that energy through the elevator that is your spine and speak it into existence. Release it. Love it. That's how you heal. You storytell, right? Like, you have to share your experience. And the issue with trauma, especially emotional trauma, is that, like, your experience is where you experience the trauma, because it would be someone traumatizing you for what you said happened to you or what you experienced in a moment. And when that gets gaslit enough, you stop sharing your experience. So the energy stays stuck in your body wherever you got hit the hardest. And all of a sudden you're 25 and you can't move your back, right? It's stuck trauma, it's stuck energy. All you need to do is move it through to clear it. And it's not easy by any means, but it is something that's possible, is what I mean, right? And like, take this time right now to like move it through and feel it where you feel it, and then like accept that and allow it to move through you and out, because it doesn't need to be here. It's just stuck lessons. You've already learned them. You already know what to do. You're already here. You're making this decision right now, and I think you need to know that like you're so profoundly protected by this like Great Bear energy while you make your Two of Wands decision, while you make a fiery decision. This is that like fiery climax approaches, right? And like you've been guided the whole time. This is that like grandfatherly energy. This is that like ancestral support. Like I always just feel like loving grandpa energy from this card. And like you've never been alone any step of the way. And it's leading you, all of this, you've been guided this whole time, right? And it's leading you to this fulfillment that you're realizing within yourself. It's like this self-actualized, I am good enough, and now I'm gonna create what I deserve I'm worth in my life. Not what other people have treated me like, which was nowhere near an accurate representation of your worth, was it? So now you're setting new expectations and standards for your life, and the universe is rising up to meet you. I love you. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Woo!